Have you ever wondered about the true nature of existence and our connection to the universe? Well, in this video, we dive into the law of one, a profound spiritual philosophy channeled from an entity named Ra. We'll explore concepts like the unity of all things, free will, and the evolution of consciousness through different densities. Whether you're new to metaphysical teachings or seeking a deeper spiritual insight, this journey into the law of one will challenge your perception of reality and guide you toward greater understanding and harmony. I'm Roach, Mark Roach. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Transcendent, where I share my journey recovering from complex PTSD. What I'm going to share today, I just wanted to kind of break the ice into some of the research that I've done into various masters and various channels. And I'm not going to purport that I believe everything that I'm sharing here, but I am repeating it because it had some value in my process. So I'm not intending to preach about this, but I'm just sharing for other people to become enlightened as to, some of the different concepts that are out there that might help you break free, like this did for me. So let me give you an introduction to the law of one, a journey into unity and spiritual growth. The law of one, also known as the raw material, is a collection of philosophical and spiritual teachings that explore the nature of existence, consciousness, and the universe. These teachings were channeled between 1981 and 1984 by a group consisting of Carla Ruckert, Don Elkins, and Jim McCarty. The messages were said to come from an entity named Ra, a collective consciousness or social memory complex that claims to exist in a higher state of spiritual evolution. While the source of the material may seem unconventional, many people found its core messages about unity, love, personal growth to be deeply insightful and transformative. At its heart, the law of one emphasizes the interconnectedness of all things. It teaches that everything in existence, people, animals, planets, even seemingly inanimate objects, are all part of one unified consciousness. This concept is often referred to as oneness or unity, and it forms the foundation for understanding our place in the universe according to this philosophy. Whether or not you believe in channeling or metaphysical concepts like densities, which we'll explain later, the ideas presented in the law of one offer valuable insights as to how we can live more harmoniously with ourselves and each other and the world around us. The core concepts of the law of one, let me present those. The law of one introduces several key ideas that help explain how the universe operates on both a spiritual and on practical levels. These concepts are meant to guide individuals in their path toward greater understanding, compassion, and unity. Number one, unity. All is one. The central teaching of the law of one is that everything in existence is fundamentally connected to a single infinite creator. This means that all beings, humans, animals, planets, plants, are expressions of this one source. In essence, there is no true separation between us. We're all part of a greater whole. This idea challenges our everyday perception of individuality and separation. While we often see ourselves as distinct from others, the law of one suggests that this separation is an illusion. Instead, it encourages us to recognize that we are all interconnected parts of a larger cosmic system. By embracing this perspective, we can cultivate greater empathy, compassion, and love for ourselves and others, because we understand that harming another is ultimately harming ourselves. Two, free will and the gift of choice. Another important aspect of the law of one is the concept of free will. According to Ra's teachings, each individual has the freedom to make choices about how they live their life. and how they interact with others. This freedom allows us to explore different paths, whether they lead toward positive actions like love and service to others, or negative actions like selfishness and harm. Free will is considered sacred. Free will is considered sacred because it enables genuine growth and learning. Without it, our experiences would be predetermined and we wouldn't have the opportunity to evolve spiritually through our own decisions. The choices we make shape our journey toward greater understanding and unity with the Creator. 3, service to others versus service to self. In exploring free will, Ra introduces two primary paths that individuals can follow: service to others or service to self. These paths represent different ways in which people can use their free will to interact with the world around them. Service to others, this path involves acting out of love and compassion for others. It emphasizes helping those in need and working for the collective good rather than focusing solely on personal gain. Service to self, this path focuses on self-interest and personal power at the expense of others. Service to self, this path focuses on self-interest and personal power at the expense of others. It involves using one's abilities or resources primarily for individual benefit rather than for the benefit of others. While both paths are valid within the framework of free will, Ross suggests that service to others aligns more closely with the fundamental nature of unity that love underlies all existence. Those who choose this path are believed to be on a trajectory toward higher states of spiritual evolution. 4, the densities or levels of consciousness. One unique aspect of the law of one is its explanation of densities, which are described as stages or levels through which consciousness evolves over time. These densities are not physical measurements, but rather they rather reflect different levels of spiritual awareness and growth. The first density is associated with basic elements like earth, air, water, and fire, the building blocks from which life emerges. Second density. At this level, plants and animals develop self-awareness, but they do not possess full individuality or self-consciousness. Third density. Human beings exist at this level, and it's characterized by self-awareness and individuality, as well as moral decision-making, choosing between service to others or service to self. The fourth density, in this stage, beings focus on love and understanding as they begin to transcend individual concerns in favor of collective well-being. In the fifth density, here wisdom becomes paramount as beings seek deeper truths about existence. The sixth density, love and wisdom are balanced at this level. Beings understand both compassion and knowledge in equal measure. Seventh density. This density represents a return to unity with the Creator, a state where individual identity dissolves back into infinite consciousness. The concept of these densities offers a framework for understanding how consciousness evolves over time. From simple awareness in early stages, like plants or animals, all the way up to highly advanced spiritual beings like Ra. 5. This is about the veil of forgetting. One intriguing idea presented in the Law of One is called the veil, which refers to a kind of spiritual amnesia that occurs when souls incarnate into physical bodies, such as humans. According to Ra's teachings, when we are born into third density life, human existence, we forget our true spiritual nature and our connection with the infinite Creator. This forgetting serves an important purpose that allows us to fully exercise free will without being directly influenced by the knowledge of our divine origins or other third density planets. We would not be able to truly explore different choices because we would already know everything about our ultimate purpose. The veil creates opportunities for authentic growth by challenging us through experiences like suffering or conflict, and encourage us along paths toward rediscovering our true nature through love, compassion, and forgiveness. While some concepts within the Law of One may seem abstract, philosophical, metaphysical, there are practical ways to apply these principles. There are practical ways to apply these principles in everyday life. Seek the unity in all things. Recognize interconnectedness. That's a central tenet in striving to see unity in every situation that is presented to you in your life. I'm Mark Roach, wishing you all the best.